Hello everyone, welcome to Divine and Wild Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we're going to go over how attractive are you and why people fall for you. If this is your very first time in this channel, I warmly welcome you to this community. I'm an energy reader. This channel is all about tarot readings, connecting with the divine and channeled messages. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. If this is your very first time in pick a card specific videos, all you have to do is pick a number between 1, 2, and 3, whatever you're most drawn to, or if you need visuals, let's look over here and you can pick between this pile number 1, pile number 2, the green deck, or pile number 3, the purple deck. So whatever you're most drawn to, then go down to the description box below, find the number that you chose and click on the timestamp, and that is exactly where your reading will start today. All of this art you see in the current studio that I'm in are all of my own art. If you want to check them out close up, you can do so in my online digital art gallery in the description box below as well. And without further ado, let's start with group number 1. Hello group number 1, how are we all doing today? Thank you so much for supporting this channel by simply being here. If you'd like to tip, you can find my PayPal link in the description box below. Otherwise, let's check out how attractive are you and why people fall for you. Of course we get the 2 of Cups in a reading like this for group number 1. Okay. I'm going to pull more cards. I'm immediately already getting messages, but I just want to be super clear on what Spirit wants to say. Okay, so I feel like people feel like they need to work hard to get you. They feel like you are this mysterious puzzle that they need to figure out before they approach you. They feel like they need to have a sort of like master strategic plan. For some reason I'm getting that, okay? Just the way you are, because maybe you're a little bit, you're less open to everyone. You know, some people are more extroverted. Maybe their standards are a little lower than yours, and they're a little bit more easy to access. Whereas for you, you have this energy about you where people need to sort of go through a maze before they can actually even have any time of your day. Let's see, it's like they almost feel like they need to ask their friends about how to approach you, someone that they trust on how to approach you before they actually approach you. But I feel like once they get to know you, and once they are close to you, once they have access to your time and you as a person, I feel like you're a lot more easygoing than they had realized or that they initially thought. That is a very specific initial message I'm getting from Spirit. Okay, how attractive is group number? Whoa! Flying cards everywhere. How attractive is group number 1, please? I feel like something about your energy is very magnetizing. Like something about it is very glowy, and it's like, okay, your energy is very magnetizing and glowy and sparkly to a certain number of people. It's like Spirit is telling me 20 to 25%. So I don't know what that means to you, 20 to 25% of the people you meet, or 20 to 25% of the whole population of humans on this earth finds you super magnetizing and sparkly and glowy. Because, okay, not everyone is for everyone, okay? So, but that's still a very big percentage of the human population. If 20 to 25% of either the people you meet or in general of the population of humanity, that is a massive amount of people that find you incredibly beautiful, incredibly magnetizing, and just sparkly and glowy, and just you're a good looking person to these people particularly. So and your hair also stands out. Your hair, just something about almost like your crown chakra is glowing. So because it glows so much on a spiritual level, it also glows on a physical level. So it's like your mind, your skin around your forehead. Maybe you guys have really nice foreheads, I want to say, and really nice head of hair as well that you guys have. just the way, because I'm looking at this and I'm really drawn to how her hair is so wavy and so nice. And not everyone that's watching this in group number 1 has this type of hair, but the general consensus here is that you just have really nice locks. And even if you're a guy, you guys have something about your crown chakra space, your head space is attractive. Okay, so maybe it's your eyebrows, maybe it's literally your eyes, but something about your skin, your forehead, the top of your head, literally your hair is very alluring to a lot of people. And that's some of the first things that people notice about you is your head space, literally. And also that can imply your intelligence, the way your mind works, the way you think, and the way you go about life, the way you think about things, how you process things. People find it really attractive. It's not all about looks. It's never all about looks, okay? Your personality plays a big role into what makes you attractive. And I feel like group number 1, you guys have that intelligence, the mind space, like you guys, the way you think, the way you speak, the way you express your thoughts, and the way you express your inner world and how you view the world from inside and bring it out to the outer world to share with everyone else. People find that particularly very interesting about you and attractive as well. So I feel like for some of you guys in group number 1, I do see, okay, like if we're looking specifically at these 2 cards here, I feel like when they meet you, or because you're in their life, they find it so hard to juggle between their partners and their other love interests, because you're such a catch. You're such a good potential partner or someone that they want to pursue, that they get confused because first of all, you have this sense of mystery that it takes, work to actually get to you, and takes work to actually sort of, win you over. So it's like they find it hard to decide whether it's worth their time to go after you, or should they go after someone a little bit easier. There is that going on, okay? Don't shoot the messenger. This is what is really coming through as well, is that they know you are a little bit more high maintenance, that you guys have higher standards, which is so important and so good that you guys have those higher standards. So many people in this day and age don't have high standards, and so it's because of that, some people, or maybe it's a specific person you guys are thinking about, some people, or maybe it's one person in your life, it's like they have other people that they're considering pursuing, and when it comes to you, they know that it takes more effort and they're deciding whether it's worth it or not. But you definitely put it's really hard to decide, because you guys are such a catch, and they have these other people that are seemingly easier to have than you are, and then it confuses them. It's like, well, do I go after you, group number 1, and work a little harder to get that, or do I go over here and have a super easy time and basically get laid, or have potential partner, or whatever their goal is, okay? Maybe they just want friendship, whatever it is. It's just people are just easier to access than you are. This message keeps coming up, okay? Let's get more messages here. Okay, why do people fall for group number 1? I hope the earlier messages made sense, and Spirit will get into it more if they feel like you need to understand that concept more. But I feel like you guys get it. You guys are literally this person. You guys are group number 1, this person. So I'm sure it resonated to some of you guys. If it doesn't resonate at all, then maybe you chose a wrong group. There's group number 2 and group number 3 as well, if you want to check that out as well. So group number 1, sorry. My thoughts are a bit jumbled right now. So why do people fall for you? Okay, because Spirit keeps talking about the hard to getness of you. You guys know when to walk away, and you guys do walk away from a lot of connections, because you just feel like you know deep down, and because you've gone through so many trials and tribulations of life, especially in love life, you know what to walk away from now, and you guys have walked away from something recently. I feel like for some of you, you guys have walked away from something recently, and that person is losing sleep because of that. And in general, you guys walk away from people, from acquaintances, from friendships that doesn't even have a chance to bloom into a romantic situation, because you recognized the red flags and you know your standards. So you don't, you just simply walk away from those things that aren't worth your time. And that adds to the hard to getness of who you are. You guys group number 1, and how it takes effort to get into your life. And people get that energy from you, that you really don't spend time on things that aren't benefiting you and your goals in your life. And why people fall for you and fall in love for you, fall for you in general, is because, again, we have the Ace of Swords. So that talks about how you guys are so witty. You guys have the intelligence factor, and how your mind works and how you process things and how you think is one of the most attractive traits of you guys group number 1. And also, what's so lovable and so pleasant about you guys group number 1 is that you know what's fair, and you like to serve justice. Like, you know what's wrong, you know what's right, and people can tell. They don't. And I feel like group number 1, sometimes you have some people in your life where they know you are an extra kind person. You like to give, you like to do what's nice for people, and they take that kindness for granted, and sometimes they even take that from you more than they should. And so I do see that sometimes happening, but it's one of those reasons what makes you so attractive and so lovable. And it's one of those reasons why people fall in love and fall for you in general, is because you guys have that balance. You guys want to do what's fair for you, for people, for the planet. And so that's, like, some people don't have those morals, and you guys do. So it's that kindness, that fairness, that serving justice and making sure and doing what's right. And on top of that, you guys have the Empress card. So that talks very strongly about your kindness once again, and how you are such a queen. Even though if you're a guy, you just have that nurturing aspect, that kindness, that generosity, that, what do you call it? You just have really nurturing side to you that is rare, because not everyone has that caring nature. Like, a lot of people are quite selfish, especially if you're thinking like the selfishness of an Aquarius, of sometimes Sagittarius, Aries, sometimes Scorpio, where they're really about themselves. But you guys are the total opposite. I mean to say those to give you that contrast of the type of person that you are, and why people fall for you, because you guys will have more of that Cancerian energy, where you guys are very giving. You guys do care a lot about other people, and sometimes you put other people first before yourself, which sometimes can be detrimental to yourself. And you guys have learned from those experiences. That's what, you know, first and foremost, you have those higher standards. But you can't help it sometimes, because you have that super big heart, kind nature about you. It's just who you are. And so people can sense that from a mile away, and that's what makes you so attractive and magnetizing, is because you guys are so kind. And because you've gone through all the trials and tribulations of life, you know how to set boundaries, and you know how to walk away from some people in your life. And that's what makes you extra attractive. It's because it's like there's these polar opposites happening about you, where you're hard to get, you have these walls up, but then people can sense what's over the wall, and what's over the gates and over these barriers is the most loving, nurturing Garden of Eden that they could ever find. So very powerful energy you guys have, very guarded. It's like they have to go through the gates of heaven to arrive at heaven, which is you. You guys are heaven on earth if they're allowed to be there, essentially. And massive, I have paint in my hair here. So the Judgment card, that tells me that you guys are spiritually in tune, which makes sense, because you have so many impressive qualities about you guys, group number one, that I'm not surprised you guys have this very spiritual card where you have that power to awaken people. You have that power to get someone to the next level in life and get them to evolve into their next greatest thing. You help people realize things about themselves. There's blind spots about individuals that come across your path and experience your brilliant, magnetizing, super bright, shining light of yours, and they're all of a sudden awakened to this other side of life, other perspective of seeing situations of themselves, and they get such a massive growth spiritually, mentally, and on so many deeper layers. They get so much out of just interacting with you. So I don't know, maybe some of you guys are naturally inspiring. You guys maybe are literally secretly life coaches. I don't know, something about you is just very inspiring, and you're able to cause those little breakthroughs that people have in their life by interacting with you, by talking to you. Or maybe you guys are heavy on the social media, and the things you post and the things you do, you are able to cause those little sparks of inspiration on people. And so that is what's going on for you guys, group number one. This is a very well-rounded situation for you guys. Highly intelligent group of people you guys are, group number one. Also insanely nurturing and just motherly kind of figure, just nurturing, caring, and people see that. And highly intelligent as well. So that's your reading, group number one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider giving it a giant thumbs up, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now. Hello, group number two. How are we all doing? Thank you so much for supporting this channel by simply being here. If you'd like to tip, you can find my PayPal link in the description box below. Otherwise, let's check out why you're so attractive and why people fall for you, or how attractive are you? Group number two. How attractive is group number two? Okay, I immediately sense this almost Virgo energy, but despite what sign you guys are, it's the energy I'm talking about. You guys have very precise aesthetics, if that makes any sense. Like, you guys have maybe very delicate looking eyes and very delicate aspect to you, whether it's the way you dress, the way you wear your hair, the way your features are. They're just very delicate looking. They're very refined almost, so it has a potential to look really classy. If I'm just fully thinking fashion at this point, of like what you can do with that kind of aesthetics. But yeah, your choice of wardrobe is on the more delicate side. It's even for a guy, it's more like those wearing khaki, or what is that material? Anyway, it's just more of that like kind of almost like beachy kind of style that you guys might have. You guys definitely some of you guys like to dress casual for sure, more floral, maybe a little bit more loose fitting. So I don't know why we're so heavy on the fashion here, group number two, but that is one thing that's happening for you guys. So what makes you guys so attractive to some people is how hard you work and how much you've done in your life as well, and how much you actually know about things. And not about knowing knowledge, it's more so you reading between the lines and knowing what's actually going on behind the scenes without actually knowing what's going on behind the scenes. You guys are truth seekers. You guys see this lady over here, like seemingly she's innocent. She's just looking down, minding her own business. But the eyes are staring right at you. It looks like she's not observing you, but she absolutely is observing you. Your eyes are open to situations, even when you're sitting in a room or in a meeting or in a hangout with even just one or two of your friends or people. You can read the room very well. And so that's one of the reasons why people find you super attractive is that very powerful nature of who you are. You guys are generally very well-balanced individuals, and it's really impressive and admiring that you guys, the way you guys handle challenging situations is very admirable. That's so interesting. You guys have the listen card as well. So again, it's, okay, let me just get interesting. It's like so much happens behind the scenes for group number 2. Because we mentioned how you can read between the lines really well, and also you guys are able to, yeah, literally the listen. It's like you can see, you can hear the truth. You just know what's going on in any given situation. So people love that almost talent and skill that you have. I almost want to say it's the intelligence that you have, but it's not so much about like wisdom, knowledge, and intelligence. It's more so your ability, your talent, your skill of being able to decipher your situations in life, and in every and any situation in life, and people can tell. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys are in the realm of spirituality or practitioners in that way in any shape or form, because you guys can see through the truth. Or I feel like, you know what, yeah, honestly this can be any field, because I feel like a lot of professions could benefit from this, even as a lawyer or even dentistry. Like if you're in the dentistry example, like you can just have a very good sense of what's going on in someone's dental health without actually needing hard evidence of what's going on. Or even as a lawyer, you guys can know what's going on in such a deeper level beyond anyone could ever guess. But for some reason you have this knowing, this sense of knowing the truth. It's a whole lot deeper than most people. If you guys realize it or not, you guys have that going on for you. Okay, maybe this was a reminder for you guys, group number 2, that you guys have that special ability, because you guys have had this your whole life. So you don't know if it's actually that it's something that people have in general, or if it's just you. And I'm saying it's just you. You guys, yeah, some people can feel things out, and everyone has gut feelings. They have intuition going on for them. But for you guys, group number 2, you have a deeper special skill, a deeper sense of knowing, deeper than most people. So in a sense, use that to your advantage, because this is your God-given gift of knowing the truth. It's like you're able to go into a situation, a conversation, and you can just peel open the veil, and you are able to just see. You're able to just know what's going on. Interesting. Okay. Why do people fall for you guys, group number 2? I mean, not only is that you're insanely powerful with that very special skill you have, that it's like you're such a good listener, and people can feel on a soul level that you guys are really, that you just get it. That's why people are so comfortable opening up to you, is because they can feel that you just truly, deeply, and honestly and authentically understand them on a soul level. So they feel comfortable opening up to you and talking to you and almost like falling for you, because not a lot of people are able to listen to them on such a deep level. And it's like some of these people that come to you just haven't had that level of attention on them where they can express themselves and be themselves and just kind of almost vent to you. And because they have never experienced that level of attention, it's one of those reasons why people fall for you, is because you give them the time of your day to them and truly tune in to their world, listen to them attentively, and not cut them off, stuff like that. It's insane how it's not a normal thing in this day and age to like be present and to listen to people. And you guys have that natural ability to understand people on a much deeper level than most. And so that's one of the reasons why people fall for you. They feel heard, they feel seen, they feel like they're actually being listened to, that you actually value them. So it's one of those reasons why you're so lovable and attractive in that way, is the fact that you can be so in the present moment with people. You guys are the sun, the magnetizing individual with the ability to, you guys have that gentle nature. That was one of the first things that we picked up on for you guys to remember too, is your gentle nature. And again, you have this gentle lady, elegant, floral, just loose fitting clothes, very delicate looking hair and features as well. And you are represented as a sun in this spread today. Again, it's like the type of imagery of this tarot deck with the sun. It's like it's almost a piercing sun. Like you shine the light in the darkness in people's lives, which is so sweet and so. It's like when a cave has been so dark for so long, and you are able to shine your light in a very particular angle into that cave, and it just hasn't seen the light of day in so long, and you're shining on it, and it's just so mind-blowing and groundbreaking that you're just shining your light into this dark cave that has been dark for so long, and it's super refreshing. And so that's what you do for people, and that's why people fall for you, is because you shine a light on their darkness, and all of a sudden they're transformed on so many levels. Like literally, you guys got the death card. It's like this person, this individual here that's represented as the death figure. It's like they haven't seen the light of day in forever. They've just been in hell. And you're over here being the angel that you are, shining light on death. And it's like they become a better person. They realize so many more things by interacting with you. So it's really not so much about your physical appearance or aesthetics. It's about who you are as a person, which has so many multifaceted dimensions in your existence, that, you know, there's these, Page of Swords and King of Wands. Yeah, okay, because you guys are... All right, let's talk about your passions here, because this is about... Well, again, I see the delicate nature of who you are again with this energy, with these two cards here. Okay, I need one more card. Spirit. So there's an aspect of you that's really unique, where you have all these talents and passions, and you know, it's like you guys are fair. You guys aren't like the King of Wands. I feel like is the softest energy of all the kings. This king is about, you know, mostly following your passions and following your heart. And also, you guys, I mean, at the end of the day, this is a king card. So you guys have that authority. You guys have that knowing. You guys have that level of intimidation because you know so much, and because you have gone through so much in life, or gone through enough in life, where you know what to do with your time, with your talents, with your skills. You know when someone is doing you wrong. You know when someone is doing something right. And you encourage it when people are doing something right. And that's another aspect of, you know, why people are drawn to you and attracted to you and sometimes fall for you, is because you have this sense of knowing of what's right and what's wrong, and then actually sitting there and being present with people. Spirit keeps bringing back to those messages here. Page of Swords. You guys, not only are you guys just really delicate looking and have this beauty about you, and about how You're able to just shine the light on the darkness. You guys are also very witty. You guys, when there's something to be said, you're gonna say it. And you do say and express a lot of the things that you really don't deal with BS, or you don't really fluff up the truth. You just go straight to the truth of the matter here. You're just about it. You don't care. You're like, you're face down, you're looking over there, but you're holding the sword up high over here. And so you literally just cut through the BS and you just get straight to the point. And that's why it's very refreshing. It's a very refreshing energy that you guys have there. So 10 of Swords, again, like people, actually, you know what? I need clarity card for that one. When people are around you, they feel rested. There's something very calming about your energy. It's like they didn't realize they were so tired until they were around you. Like, you're just a very rejuvenating person. So it's like there's this so refreshing that it's almost like the type of energy you give someone is like after a really good sleep, a really well rested night. That's how they feel interacting with you. And then when they wake up from their sleep, they're so much more fresh, they're so much more sharp in the mind, and they just feel like they came out of a really good sleep, if that makes any sense. Okay, it's like when they're around you and when they're interacting with you, it's this very unique, refreshing energy that you guys bring to the table. Oh, of course you guys have the Angelite. That is a very refreshing stone. It's very healing, very nurturing, very gentle. And you guys are that. You guys are this. And that's what makes you so attractive, and why some people fall in love and fall for you is because not only are you strong and powerful and skilled and talented and worthy of all the best things in life, and people can see that, not only are you all these very strong attributes, but you're also so angelic, and you're so supportive and just so soft in nature, and you're able to be the light in someone's life. So that is a very powerful combination, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed this message I had for you, and if you liked it, consider giving it a giant thumbs up, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now. Hello, group number 3, how are we all doing? Thank you so much for supporting this channel by simply being here. If you'd like to tip, you can find my PayPal link in the description box below. And let's find out, how attractive are you guys, group number 3? And why people fall for you. Group number 3, how attractive are they? How attractive is group number 3? Interesting. You guys have a lot of partnership cards. And I feel like you guys have a very subtle nature to you guys, where it's more like, okay, group number 3, you guys have a very... I want to say you guys have really nice taste in jewelry. It's very specific here, isn't it? Very nice jewelry. Something about the metals that you choose. So, you know, why people fall for you is because the way you... how you live your life is very attractive. The way you know, how you travel, how you decide to use your knowledge, and how much you seek knowledge as well is very attractive to a lot of people. And you're actually very open to partnerships. I feel like some of you guys are already with your soulmate or are about to meet your soulmate. There is this openness about being partnered with someone. What's going on here? Okay, so number 3. And it's not like Spirit doesn't super want to focus on your physical appearance, but it's actually the way you are, your the things you know, and also your openness to ideas. Some people are very closed off, and some people are just really in their own world and they like to just get ideas from themselves. But whereas you guys are very interested, intrigued, and want to connect your mind to other people. So that's one of the reasons why people fall for you, is because you're so open to conversating and actually being in the conversation and connecting the two minds together. And so the other person feels like they've really added to your life. And it's like, because you went to them for help or for advice or just to conversate, it's like this new, deeper level of conversation that you guys are having with these people. And you guys have some partners in your life, maybe business partners, literally like romantic partners, that there's this sense of conjointness to you. Like you're really about coming together as a community. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have a lot of friends and you guys go travel a lot as well. I do kind of see that going on. If you guys don't travel a lot, then it's about you knowing how to make the right choices, not only for yourself, but for other people. So people find that you have really great advice for them when they do come to you for advice. Yeah, when people come to you, they feel like they're able to actually break out of a pattern, that you're actually giving them insanely good advice. And that's one of the reasons why people fall for you, is because you have really good things to say. So again, it's about the knowledge. It's about you being so curious about life, that you've read so much, you've gone through so much, you've asked so many questions, that you have so much knowledge. So you're able to speak from a very abundant level of knowing things. So it's not just, some people just don't have a lot to say and they don't really know how to help you, whereas you guys, group number 3, you know exactly what that person needs in their life and what they're going through, and you're able to just give them that solid piece of advice that they have been looking for forever. Oh my god, what are we talking about? And you guys have the Tree of Wisdom. The tree, this tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds it makes. So you guys literally are this fairy. You guys are the fairy of wisdom. And, if I'm thinking about, like, not all of you guys are meant to be spiritual gurus but you guys have that about you. Like, you're naturally a guru. Whether you want to be a guru or not, or be known as that, you guys have that aspect of you. Like, you guys are able to, like, be that father figure. I'm thinking, like, that a dad that just knows how to take care of you, like, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, that just knows how to give you the right advice because they've gone through the test of time. And whether you guys, it doesn't matter how old you are, it's just something about you is just so wise. And that's why people are drawn to you, because you have that wisdom and that knowingness. So it's like you are that friend that people come to for advice. You are that friend that people come to as almost a sanctuary. You are that friend that people call up when they don't know what to do with their lives or when they feel stuck. Relationship advice, they come to you guys for it. And, because and even when you guys are dating or in a romantic situation, it's the same effect. They feel like they can come to you for very solid life advice, and they feel like you have a lot of good things to say, and they really trust your judgment on a lot of things. Cards are flying today, isn't it? Stars in the sky. It's like this sense of wonder and sense of new hope that you give to people when they're around you. or when they sense your energy and sense your presence, you have this sense of new hope and new energy and new amazingness. Sky Dancer, surrendering to the process. When they're around you, they feel so refreshed because, you know, some people, when they're just living their life, they might feel a little bit rigid and maybe almost suffocated or just, and you bring this fresh energy to the table, which opens up their world and opens up their space and opens up their energetic situation, where they feel so much better. People just feel so much better about themselves before they hung out with you, before they met you. Limitless possibilities. We have these two cards paired together, which is extremely powerful. Like surrendering, it's like they bloom into a butterfly. Like you have this effect on people. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. You guys have this effect on people where you're able to just make them glow and make them fly and have them surrender to the process. Because, you know, honestly, when you're totally open, when you have this open energy, you can, like, the sky is the limit, limitless possibilities. And any star in the sky you want can be yours if you just reached up into the sky and grabbed it. So you give people a sense of hope, a sense of possibility, and you're just a really positive spirit, positive individual in people's lives. And, you know, there's never enough positivity in this reality, and you guys bring a lot of that to the table. Going forward, transformation. We have another butterfly card. So this could potentially be a sign for you guys. When you guys see a butterfly in real life from here on forward, it means you're thinking about something that's right. It's confirming what you're thinking is right. Or if you're not thinking about anything, then if you see a butterfly, then you're simply on the right track in life. Okay, butterfly is a very symbolic animal, I want to say, insect. So if you want to look up, you know, spiritual butterfly meaning, that's also something you can do. But I mean, if you don't want to do that, then simply when you see a butterfly from here on out, it means you're doing something right in life, okay? Or you're in the right direction, and literally going forward into the, you know, finding your path. And also, I mean, we're talking about why people fall in love with you, right? So it's like you almost help people, you bring people back onto their path, and they're now walking where they should be walking. Instead, maybe they were lost in the forest before. I know this is very specific, and it's almost like you guys have this spiritual transformation that you trigger in people, and you guys honestly do that for your close friends, close romantic partners, or your partner. It can be singular. If you guys aren't single, then that's what you do for your partner. You're able to help him or her transform in such a beautiful way, in such a liberating way. And, you know, when it's about, you know, business partnerships, like anyone you come across, you guys have that ability, that spark, that power, that talent of yours that you're able to help people transform into the better version of who they are. You guys are highly synchronistic. So I wouldn't be surprised if people, like, you guys have that about you, where when someone is just thinking about you and then you suddenly call them, you're like, oh my God, I was just thinking about you. Or you decide to text them and they're like, oh my God, I was just thinking about texting you. Or vice versa. Maybe you were just thinking about them and all of a sudden you get a text from them. Like, you have that psychic ability to, like, connect with people telepathically. So, and then, you know, when that happens a lot, which it does happen a lot for you guys, group number 3, people are like, oh my God, then maybe this was meant to be, stuff like that. You know, that kind of conversation sometimes happen in other people's head about you, where it's like, oh, feels so synchronized, but that's just who you are. Remember, you guys have, your whole life is such a giant synchronicity that any soul you touch or come across feels like they have so much synchronicity with you. And they honestly do. You know, life is about you know, enhancing other people, your life first of all, and then other people's life, and, you know, planet Earth at large. So it's about you know, uplifting consciousness as a whole, and you guys really are at the forefront of helping and making that happen. Yeah, you're able to, when someone is in, I don't know why Spirit, it keeps going back to this, but I guess that is just massively who you are and what you are and how you're so, you know, attractive, and how you guys are such a addition to people's lives, so much so that sometimes people fall for you because you're just so freaking helpful. When some people are going through like a mental conflict or mental breakdown, you're able to shine the light on the situation and actually ease the situation, and people feel so much more refreshed from, you know, talking to you or just even being around you. And again, you're shining the light on the darkness in so many ways, more than one. And I feel like I'm starting to repeat myself. Let's get a few more cards, and then I feel like this is simply the biggest message coming through for you guys. Your mark 3. You will fall for a 3. Okay. All right, so this is a very direct message for group number 3. You guys have the sensuality card. I'm tempted to pick up one card over here. So because you guys have all of these amazing, delicate, yet opening, strong, powerful, eye-opening attributes about you, you guys are also very sensual. And so that's, you know, if we really want to be on the more romantic side of things, you guys have that very naturally, you with this type of energy, you guys have a very free-flowing, almost easygoing, a sensual nature about you guys. The way you dance, the way you love, the way you laugh, the way you walk, the way you talk, it's got that very flowy, easygoing, and just beautiful and very pretty. And it's the biggest word here is sensual, is who you guys are, group number 3. Yeah, and it's because of that sensual nature and that openness, and how you guys are so connected to all of the synchronicities that are, you know, divinely aligned for you. You guys meet actually quite a few soulmates in your life, group number 3. You guys understand the concept of soulmates, and it doesn't have to be a romantic partner, but it's about, you know, meeting your friends can be a soulmate. Someone you meet down the street, a stranger, could be a soulmate. And the soulmate really simply means someone that you're meant to cross paths with, whether it is for a second, whether it's for a few days, whether you guys are meant to be friends for a few years, or your partner for life, or a partner for a temporary time. You guys are just this giant ball that just keeps rolling through life and meeting soulmate after soulmate after soulmate, and everything has a purpose, everything has a meaning. And so everything you do is so meaningful and purposeful and so powerful in that way. That's why people fall in love with you, and that's what makes you so powerful as an individual and so attractive, is because every step you take is so meaningful. Like it's very purposeful, and you're not doing things just to do things. You do things because you were divinely guided to do so. And so that is an incredibly powerful way to live and be. So good for you guys. Group number 3, keep up all of the above. That's amazing. And I hope you enjoyed this message. If you did, consider giving it a giant thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, consider doing so. And I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now.